is Sharon from Rock and Soul, and I'm here with Mark Finkelstein and Shirley Bechor, and I wanted to introduce to you the founder of Strictly Rhythm, one of the best record labels of our time. So I want to introduce his story and how he came to be and how Rock and Soul played a part in that.
So I started Strictly Rhythm on May 1st, 1989. And we decided to do dance music because it was not dependent on radio. And in those days, if you didn't get radio, you didn't sell records. But DJs didn't listen to the radio. They played music that worked in clubs, and that's what we did. But it was still very important for me to get my records at retail, because if it's not available, DJs can't buy it. So I looked into it, and Rock and Soul was the #1 DJ store in New York, which probably means in the United States. And I came here and I met Shirley, and we started to talk. I told her my story, how I'm an immigrant. I came here from a refugee camp in Germany. My parents were in the Holocaust, and I needed help. I started a label. Could she please buy some of my records? And she did. In fact, there's something I want to show the audience, which is this. This dollar is the first dollar I made, and I still carry it. And the person who gave it to me is standing right next to me. Shirley is the one who gave me this dollar when she paid for the first bunch of records that I sold her. But she didn't only buy records, she helped me. She put me in good positions. My records were visible. They were on the wall. In fact, later on, when I became successful and I put out more and more records, we used to call it the brick wall, because I have bricks in my logo, the brick wall at Rock and Soul. And if it wasn't for this woman, I don't think I'd be standing here, and I don't think I would have built what I built, because she was my biggest account. She liked me, and her 12-inch buyer and her in-store staff made sure that my records were played in the store, and she gave me good positioning, and I did have good music, of course. But good music is only valuable if people can hear it. And Shirley gave me that opportunity. And I will never forget her for how important she was in the development of Strictly Rhythm. She is amazing. And when I give interviews, when I used to give interviews, I just retired, I always mention how important Rock and Soul was, because they were. And they still are around for a reason. I mean, they went through all the good times, the bad times, and they're still here because this woman knows how to run a record store and knows what she's doing. She's brilliant. Don't let the good looks fool you. She is very, very smart and helped me. And like I said, without her, I don't think I could have gotten to where I got. And I'll tell you something. You never forget the people who help you when you're a nobody, because that's when you really know who's really true. Because once you're somebody, when I was big time, everybody wanted my records. Everybody wanted to help me because they knew that I represented a dollar sign. This woman helped me when I didn't represent a dollar sign. Maybe a penny or two, but not dollars. And you don't forget the people who were there in the beginning. That's why I will never forget you.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you very, very much. I love it.
I love you too.
Even with a mask.
Well, I don't want, this is New York, I don't want to get arrested for